Good afternoon, guys, and happy Sunday to all your sunshiny faces. I totally forgot what day it was, guys. Yeah, Sunday, because this whole 4-day weekend kind of thing is throwing me off. Like, well, because Matthew and Jack went to school on Friday, but my dad was off Friday, and then he's also off tomorrow, and so are Matthew and Jack. So the whole weekend's pretty much just like throwing me for a loop. So, and it's also 11:45 at night right now, and I'm actually going to take a shower and head to bed. But I wanted to real quick kind of just update you guys on the day for today and everything like that. I was really busy today, guys. I ended up going to the grocery stores and later than I had expected. I actually woke up at like 8 o'clock, but we didn't leave until like almost 9:30 or 10 o'clock or something like that. It was sometime after 9 o'clock, and then we went to the grocery stores, but we also ended up we went to Valley Produce, Caputo's, and Aldi, and for the most part it wasn't that bad. Like, it was somewhat of a quick trip to like the grocery stores. Like Valley Produce, I had a lot more to get last week. I had like a lot of stuff that I needed to get just because of the sales that were going on. This week there wasn't quite as much, but there was, again, a little bit more than normal, because sometimes like at Valley Produce or Caputo's I might only spend like $10-$20 or something like that sometimes on produce or whatever, you know, and it might just be that, you know, maybe an extra $10 or so on meat, maybe another $10 or so on deli, and so, you know, it's normally like under $40 like at the most. And so then, you know, and maybe like if there are some sales, you know, might tack on an extra $10. I'm not totally sure, but you know, normally it's like $40 or so. But this week we spent like $70 at Valley Produce, like $70 at Caputo's, and last week we spent, or no, it was like 60, I think. 50-60 bucks between at each store, and last week we ended up spending close to like $70 or $80 almost at Valley Produce, but then a lot less at Caputo's, which is a lot of times, which some of the times is how it goes, you know, like I'll spend more at one store and won't so much at the other store. And I like going to multiple grocery stores because like I love Valley Produce and Caputo's because their produce prices are just literally like unbeatable. And honestly too, I hear people like I'm a part of this one group on Facebook, and people are always talking about how expensive like their produce is and stuff like that in their area. Like cauliflower for like $6, you know, I had a cauliflower, I'm like, my cauliflower this week was 59 cents a pound, or like 79 cents a pound, I think, or something like that, you know. And I got like a smaller, like, you know, maybe a 2-pound thing. I was like, it was under $2. Like, believe me. You know, and so maybe even closer to a pound, something like that, you know. Like, it's not expensive at all. But I hear some people's, you know, horror stories of their produce. I was like, I am so blessed, because you guys know, as a vegetarian, I eat a lot of produce. And the thing is too that I love is that a lot of it, the sales they will have on stuff is organic. Like this week they had organic carrots for $1 for three bags for $1, like of the 1-pound bag, regular carrots, and they have baby carrots for 99 cents, which baby carrots normally organic are like close to like $1.50 or $2. So I was really happy I got them under for $1. So I grabbed 2 bags. And then, you know, so anyways, though, this is why I like to go to like those 2 stores. And then we also added the dollar store in to the mix this week, because we ended up getting like just like snacky stuff, and I'm hoping it'll last like 2 weeks, because we spent under 20 bucks there, which really wasn't too bad. And it was like on like just cheapy snacky stuff, which at like Aldi, you know, like obviously the quality of the stuff at the dollar store is probably a little bit less, and the size might not quite be as big or whatever, but you know, like I don't know why, I just would rather get like that kind of stuff there. Like they have like the cracker packs or whatever. I think there's like 8 cracker packs that have like 4 crackers in them for $1, you know, that like the, what's it called, like the peanut butter crackers and stuff like that. And so like that kind of stuff is, I think, actually decent to good deal getting at the dollar store. And like some of their food stuff isn't so bad. They have a lot of spices and seasonings there and stuff like that I bought like a lot of. And then I just don't go there regularly, and I think we could though, because it's like on our way back from Caputo's, and like if we go to Menards, and then it's like right across the street, and then we hit Aldi on our way home, because it's right at the end of our block. or at the end of our street. So like then, you know, it's super easy. But anyways, we ended up going there, and then at Aldi too, we spent like close to 70 bucks or something like that. But guys, I will say we did do like a pop stock up. So we got my mom's Diet Coke. We got 4 12-packs for $3 each, which normally they're like $4.69 at Aldi or something like that. I saved close to like $7 or so buying them on sale at, you know, at Caputo's or whatever. Then, you know, I would have just buying like 1 pack every single week. So it was a stock up, but normally like during the grilling season, pop is on sale a lot, and so it's like the best time to really stock up during that time, and then not have to worry so much about it, you know, in like colder seasons or not grilling season or whatever, or even too just to like last you till the next sale or whatever. So that is what I ended up doing, and like I said, got more stock up stuff I think this week, but also stuff too because we're grilling tomorrow. So then we ended up going to Aldi. Then we ended up coming back home, and I watched the Cubs game because I hadn't eaten. Well, actually no, me and my mom ran out to Walmart because she had to get something, and then we ended up watching the Cubs game, I think, or no, we watched Pretty Little Liars, then the Cubs game, and then after that, I don't even remember what I was doing. Oh, Matthew and Jack then had to go, or Matthew and my dad had to go run out to Target, and they were going to get me like some eczema cream stuff for my hands, because you guys know my hands are nasty and driving me crazy. And so they were going to pick that up too, because Matthew, or I don't know, somebody needed to get something at Target, and they ended up going to GameStop, but GameStop wasn't open, and they also had to go get Matthew's haircut. So they were just like doing a couple of odds and ends, errand runs, stuff like that. But guys, I got eczema cream, and I'm so happy about this. This is like the Gold Bond stuff. It's just like an eczema relief cream, and honestly guys, it says it relieves 5 symptoms of eczema. It says it relieves like minor skin irritations, but I put it on only once so far today. I don't know, it doesn't say like how many times to apply it, and I honestly don't know. I was thinking like, oh, it says it relieves itchy, dryness, scaling, peeling, which my hands are not at that stage yet. It's just at the like dry and like the nasty. It looks like I got like some type of rash all over my hands. And it also relieves roughness and redness irritation. So yeah, but I put it on only once today, and for like a couple hours they weren't bothering me at all, and I was like, oh my gosh, like I forgot that I even had it like all over my hands, because it's like at the beginning stage where like blisters all over my hands and they itch like crazy, and so it relieved that, and I didn't even notice, like I wasn't even paying attention like to it. But then later in the afternoon when I started getting really warm and I had to switch into shorts for today because it was really warm out today, all of a sudden my hands started getting warm, and then I was like, oh gosh. So I took actually an ice pack out and just had my hands in an ice pack for a while, because that has actually been really helping. And on top of that too, it actually helps me stay just like generally cool, you know, on top of helping that. But also too guys, what I ended up making for today is some of this, what is it called, the breakfast French toast in the crock pot. And it's like a cinnamon breakfast French toast, and it's super cheap. Well, for me, because at Caputo's they sell like buns for 25 cents, and I just cut up the buns because it's like fresh, like almost like French bread kind of, and the crust isn't as thick because it's buns, so like there's more of the crust, but like I said, it's not like thick like French bread crust, so it's super soft bread, and that's what I use all the time. But they're 25 cents each, and I got 3 this time because I made it a little bit smaller. But then it's just like a half a stick of butter, some cinnamon, 7 eggs, and like 2 cups of milk, and like then you mix the eggs, the milk, and some cinnamon. I think it's like a teaspoon, and then you mix that all in with the bread, and then you end up adding like you melt the butter. Oh, you also add brown sugar, and then the cinnamon, and then you mix that together, and then you just kind of sprinkle it like in between layers and stuff like that. And I love waking up to the smell of it. And two, I'm using my newer crock pot that I don't use too often. I don't love having the timer on it because sometimes I'll just kind of like, oh my gosh, that is a huge bug. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that is terrifying. Anyways, guys, so, oh my gosh, it's going to the other window. Anyway, so I don't use this one that much. It's the one that has like the little timer and everything like that on there. But I like using it for things that, like, if I know I'm not going to be here, to be able to turn it off or whatever. But for the most part, when I'm making regular dinners, I just kind of guesstimate. I've been like, well, it's been over so many hours, you know, it should be done. And then I'll just check and I'm like, yeah, it looks done. But I'm not like, it has to be exactly 6 hours or whatever. Like, if I'm like, oh, it looks like it's done, you know, make sure it doesn't burn or whatever. So yeah, but I'm using this so that it will turn off, and the thing I like is that because it's going to cook overnight, when we wake up in the morning, it'll be turned to keep warm, because then it'll do it for like so many hours to keep warm, and then it'll be warm for breakfast, which I don't eat it because I don't eat eggs, but every single morning I love waking up to the smell of it. It smells so good, guys. But I think that's it. I'm going to end today's vlog. I'm sorry, guys. Tomorrow should be fun, though, because we're going to grill and do, you know, Memorial Day weekend kind of stuff. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's vlog. If you guys did, make sure you guys give a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love it if you'd subscribe, and I'll see all of your sunshiny faces tomorrow. So, bye, guys.